Julie's Wreath Boutique, and I'm really excited about tonight's video. Not only do we have one project, which we always do, not only do we have two, not three, but we have 5 projects tonight. I'm pretty excited about that, and I can't wait to share all these little last minute crafting projects that I've been wanting to do and haven't gotten around the time. All right, so we're going to grab a foam pumpkin and some gold rub and buff, and I'm going to take a little makeup sponge and I'm going to put it on the actual stem of my foam pumpkin that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I just like the gold look. You don't have to do this part, but I'm going to. If I had to do this over again, I would try not to get it so much on the white pumpkin, and because I can see it a little bit up front after we're done, but that's okay. So I found these really cute napkins over at like Home Goods or Marshall's. I can't really remember quite which store, but I'm going to kind of dissect this. We have to take off the edges of this napkin because it's like embedded in, and so we need to separate it, and we want just the one ply tissue paper of the actual print. So when I got this, I thought I'm going to iron out the creases, and so I did. I think it helps a little bit. You don't have to do this part. I did it, but I got some Mod Podge. I got the matte kind, and then you're going to just start cutting out little pieces. If you have a napkin that doesn't have quite a distinctive, design like this one, you don't have to do this part, but you might want to cut your pieces in smaller sections that it'll be a little bit easier to put on your pumpkin. So I got a piece ready, and I'm going to take the Mod Podge and I'm going to put it on my pumpkin. I'm going to put a nice thin layer on the pumpkin, and then I'm going to take my napkin piece and we're going to go over top. Now, this is a great idea for ornaments. You can do this to any glass project. Just know that you can't serve food on this or use it in a food way container. But I just kept making little cuts of different, of the flowers and the leaves, and I just started adding it to our pumpkin. It was a pretty easy and fun project. It's not a fast project. This is not a 10-minute project, because I think honestly the cutting out of the little sections was what took the longest part for me, but it depends on what kind of napkins you use. But any kind of decorative napkins, even tissue paper, guys, you can use that as well. But I just thought that this would be a fun way to kind of decorate a pumpkin in a fun, kind of funky looking pattern. These are colors that really are in my house, and I'll use them in my house, so I really liked it. So it's just kind of a fun take on all of this, and I just thought, you know what, I need to get these fall crafts done before it all ends, because we're going to be getting on Christmas here soon. So I let the top of this part of this pumpkin dry, and then I flipped it over and I put it in just a little can that I had, and then we just finished it up, and I just think it turned out really pretty. It doesn't take a long time to dry, about a day or so, but I put some fans on it, and within 45 minutes I was able to do the bottom part. So I hope you love this little decoupage pumpkin. I do. We're going to take another foam pumpkin that I got at Hobby Lobby. You can get these over at Michael's and maybe Joann's and your local craft store. I'm not sure, but we're going to do the rub and buff, and we did take this off of the pumpkin, and you're going to see why we did this. We don't want the rub and buff to get onto the pumpkin. So a while back, I saw this technique over on TikTok, and I'm like, okay, I got to give this a try. So we're going to glue that little stem back into our pumpkin so it won't come off. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. This is going to give you a little bit of a modern take, but I want you to just get the different colors that go with your home decor. Maybe you like pink and greens and purples and all of that, and that's your vibe. That's okay. These are mine. This is what's in my living room. So we're just going to take a paintbrush, a straight paintbrush here. I don't know what you call it. If you know what you call these paintbrushes, with a straight top, let me know. My daughter would know, but she's not in here while I'm doing this voiceover. And I'm just going to add some paint splashes onto our pumpkin. And you're just going to keep letting it dry a little bit, but honestly, I didn't have to let it dry too much. I took a smaller paintbrush here, started adding some black strokes, and I've seen this, and it's just a really fun way to make a really cute little pumpkin. You could do like a whole bunch of these and have them in different colors, but it's just kind of a little modern take. I think it'd be pretty to do these to smaller pumpkins and then add it to a wreath, but just have fun with it. It was a lot of fun to make, and I really like how it comes together here. Right, so this craft is an actual like swag that you can purchase over at Hobby Lobby. I've had it for a year, and it kind of reminds me of something my mom used to make years and years ago. So I'm just taking leftover fall florals that I got from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and we're just going to cut some pieces. This is really kind of a fun thing to put over a picture and then, you know, add a bow to it, but it's really kind of like an extra accent. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a really pretty picture and you want to add something, a flair to it, hang this above it. And all you're going to do is add what you have on hand, or go to Michael's, see what they have, or Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is going to have a bigger selection still of fall supplies of the florals and the crafts. I was in Michael's the other day, and they didn't, at least the one by me, didn't seem to have much, but I think this turned out really super cute. I'm going to use these like little wheat stems that I've had on hand that I've wanted to use, and you're just going to work them in. Now, I'm not going to use any particular flowers because I actually have some really pretty ribbon that I want to use, but I'm using my glue pot. Do you see that glue pot? That you can get over in my Amazon shop or even my Walmart storefront, but it just makes making a floral wreath, a grapevine wreath, a lot easier. And it's really just easy to use. I feel like it kind of smokied up my screen here, but that's okay. I think this looks really pretty, and I love how it came together. And then we're just going to add a few of these like little pompous or bunny ears. I forget what they're called, but I did get those at Walmart. No, I got them at Hobby Lobby. Sorry, mistake there. But I just added a little bit. Sometimes I'd like to edit it like I just did there, cut a stem and add it a little bit down further, do the other side as well. But we're going to make a really pretty bow out of ribbon that I got from Brian Lane Designs. And I saw this ribbon, and I will be honest, this is a little bit pricier ribbon. This is called Ferris Silk ribbon, and it is so pretty. So we started off with about a 12-inch tail, and we are doing 10-inch loops here. And this type of ribbon is just, it's just like the, I don't know, the Mercedes-Benz of ribbon. That's the way I would put it. So we're just doing 4 loops of 10 inches each because we're just going to make a very simple bow, because I just want to kind of showcase the beautiful plaid. So when I saw this in his store, I'll leave his link down below if you want to check him out. I was like, I've got to have that ribbon. So I will probably use this ribbon sparingly because I want to use it for some other projects, but I just wanted to make sure that I showed you this absolutely stunning ribbon that I got from Brian's shop. He's a great guy, and you'll like all of his stuff. He has really top-notch quality stuff. So we're going to take a little zip tie here. We're going to add it to the middle. Making a bow does not have to be hard, and it can be so easy. You need to go watch my bow playlist, all right? It's in the description box below. It's bow making season. So you need to get your bow skills all up to date, and I will help you do that. I have so many videos on bow making, but we're going to just cut off a tail here. Isn't that pretty? I just love the look of this ribbon so much, and it's just going to kind of make our little swag as well. And then I'm going to cut off about 8 inches here, And this is going to go in the center of our bow. This is going to really make it nice. But I am going to cut off a little bit on each side. Sometimes the wire makes it a little bulky. So just because this is a 4-inch ribbon, yes, this is a big ribbon, but you can use any size ribbon. Let's just be honest. This is one of those projects that's nice to use at the end of the year. I'm going to take a Chanel stem that I have, wrap it around the center. Since I didn't put a wire on it, I'm going to fold in the edges of that ribbon, go around the center. If you've been watching me here for a while on YouTube, you've seen this technique before. And now we're going to use that Chanel stem to twist it really good and make it come together, because this is going to be, you know, the icing on the cake for this little like swag. It's not a wreath, but it's a little fall swag that you can use in decor, and I just think it's really cute. Remember, you can get the base of the swag over at Hobby Lobby and just get some of, maybe you have leftover fall florals and greenery like I do. I always buy too much. That's something I'm guilty of. I will confess that. And then we're just going to fold over our ribbon and make dovetails. This is, you know, this is my thing. This is my jam. I like it this way. So we're going to fold it over. But I hope you guys have been enjoying these little crafts. I've just been like, okay, I have all these little things I want to do, and I'm running out of time because we got to get started on Christmas soon, and I've got some fun stuff planned for this Christmas. So all I do is take that Chanel stem that we put on the back of this bow, and we're going to go around the center, and we are going to twist it up in the back, and then we're going to be done. She's going to be beautiful and fancy. And I like the round, like little wreath grapevine holder that this little swag has, because that's how you're going to hang it. But I think she turned out beautiful. What do you guys think? And look at that ribbon. Brian, you outdid yourself with that. I love it. Are you ever on like Instagram or TikTok and you see people do these little crafts and you're like, I've got to try that? Well, this was one of those crafts that I saw over on Instagram, but I've seen many people do this. So I'm going to take out one of those napkins that we got earlier in this crafting, and we're going to take off the edges because for some reason, Home Goods, they like press them and you have to like cut off the sides to open it up. So this is just the way it's easiest for me. All right, so I'm going to take just a candle I got from Dollar Tree. This is a wax candle, and I have my little Cricut iron here, and I'm going to get some parchment paper. Parchment paper is really handy to have in your craft room. It just is. So we're going to layer that napkin on the candle, and I'm going to roll it with the parchment paper on the outside. And then I'm going to take that little iron on the lowest setting, and we're just going to literally melt that paper into the candle. It's really, that's all there is. Now, if I could have had the bigger candles, I would have gotten the bigger candles. But you know what? My Dollar Tree doesn't have them anymore. So if you've got some, you know how you have some old pillar candles and you haven't used them and you want to update, you wish you could do something different? Well, this is what you do to update them, okay? It'll be just fine. Nothing's going to catch on fire. And you're just going to iron it until you get it all the way around and seamed, okay? So as you can tell, I'm having a lot of fun with this, but I love to buy napkins. I have a whole box of really pretty napkins just in case I need to do something with it. So when you're at Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, let's see, who else would have them? Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Buy a pack of these. You can craft with them too. I know they're nice for dinner, but you know, you can craft with them too. I'm wiping off the excess wax that I got there, and I'm going to take these little fine scissors that I got. I have them in my Amazon storefront. That pair of scissors is over 24 years old. I got them in year 2000. I'm still using them. Isn't that cute? The Dollar Tree, pick up a frame. This is just a plastic gold looking frame, and we are going to jazz this thing up, and we are going to grab some parchment paper. I'm going to put my little frame on it, and we're going to grab some Artistic Painting Studio foil adhesive, and we're going to paint this on our frame. Now, I've showed you guys how to do the metallic foil transfers before. We're doing it again. So you're going to put your adhesive on, let this sit for about an hour. I had a little bit of a time I had a lot of this adhesive in the little cracks, so I go through and try to get a little bit of that off with my sponge, but wherever there is gold, I put this adhesive. So I painted this really good, and then we let it sit for about an hour, all right? Now, I'm going to promise you, you're going to love the outcome on this. So, I'm using some metallic foils that I had on hand that I got from Artistic Painting Studios. I will leave all the links down below, and there's even a 10% coupon code for you, so make sure you check out that description box below. But you're going to lay your foil down, and I just took a toothbrush and a little nail brush. And you know what? This is so satisfying when you take it off. It's so, so pretty, and it really does transform this plastic frame and makes it look a little bit more antique. But what's even more special is that my daughter Madeline painted a picture for this. So if you made it all the way through this video, would you let Madeline know how you liked her picture in the end here? The last time I had Crosby in a video, you guys said hi to him and you guys made his day. So let a young budding artist know how you like her art. She is self-taught and I'm so proud of her. But you're just going to take your foil and go over wherever you put that adhesive, and it just really gives it an antique look. And it looks, this is the trend, guys. These old oil paintings are the trend in decorating. So, and then I took my toothbrush and I just rubbed off any excess and I finished it off, and it was so pretty. I can't wait to show it to you guys. But listen, make sure you check out YouTube Premium. Everything's down in the description box below. I hope you liked this week's video. It was so much fun to do. Here's the finished product, and this is her oil painting. I really liked it. I think it's really pretty, something to treasure, and just something to put in for my fall decor. I just think this is pretty and it'll look great in my bathroom upstairs. So let Madeline know how you like her picture and come back next week, and we'll see you next week in Julie's Wreath Boutique. I hope you enjoyed all 5 projects because I had a lot of fun sharing them with you and giving you a few ideas, and I hope you enjoyed them as well. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. I hope this inspired your imagination to get those fall crafty projects and kind of think outside of your normal crafting box. But listen, I'm here every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next week in Julie's Wreath Boutique.